Well, hello, everyone. One of the things that Esther tried hard to instill in me for 35 years was that if we ever had to deal with something that was unpleasant or something that was negative but had to be addressed, that we would always start off, we would always lead with the positive. And so I want to do that for us today by sharing Psalm 116:5, which says, "Precious in the eyes of the Lord is the homegoing or the death of his saints." And in Job 121, it tells us that the Lord gives and the Lord takes away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. So we want to agree with God that as Pastor and Esther left this world for heaven, they did it the same way they lived their lives, hand in hand together. And so we're agreeing with God today that this is a precious thing to celebrate. My pastor, my Esther. And yes, I know they were your pastor and your Esther too. That was one of the wonderful things about them, is that it was always an equal opportunity gospel, Esther would call it. And they lived their lives before us, always encouraging us and inviting us not only to watch how they lived, but to participate with them. My pastor prayed for me by name almost every day for 35 years. But you know what? He prayed for you as well. When he prayed for Pastor Don, he always prayed for Liberty Life Center. And you are who makes Liberty Life Center. When he prayed for Pastors Christy and Calvin, he prayed for Acts 2. So our pastor prayed for us. And the prayers of our pastors are precious. They have such great responsibility to us, but they also have great authority. And God takes their prayers very seriously and their blessings very seriously. So we need to continue to do so for the pastors that we have now. Made for More was such an amazing 10 years. I think it was 10 years. And after 4 or 5, the guys decided they wanted in on it. And Pastor Bill and Pastor Calvin joined the ladies, and then the teenagers, and then the children. And they all modeled for us what transparency meant. And they showed us how to prefer one another in love and what it meant to give honor to whom honor is due. So we all learned a great amount from those years of Made for More. Through the Esther Network and the Children's Global Prayer Movement, which is now known as World Shapers Club, Esther taught 3 generations how to pray. I'm one of them. You're many of them. And she has children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren throughout the nations who are a part of her legacy. And in many of the nations of the world, she's known as the mother of the movement of praying children. So she once prophesied, as she wrote her book, that there would be a great army of praying children marching through the nations, and she lived long enough to see that and hear that. So I want to encourage us all that their mantles that they've left behind are not just for one. They're for each one of us to latch on, take apart, find what belongs to us. And it's time now for multiplication. It's time now for all of us to say what, again, Esther taught us all of these years, to say, yes, Lord. Yes, Lord, we're going to march on. We're going to multiply what we've learned, what we know, and we're going to make them proud. So today with you, I have the privilege of celebrating 2 lives well lived who touched all of ours. God bless you all. I love you all. Thank you.